Hello. Welcome to the Kill the Bottle podcast, the catch-up episode. Not catch-up like Heinz ketchup. Catch-up as in, like, we were out for a hot second, and then last week we had Mia, and which was amazing, but we didn't get to some of the nitty-gritty, some of the fun shnikes that's gone on in our lives. As always is Senorita Megan. Hello, Megan.
Fun?
What
do you mean fun?
Well, it's fun for me. I mean, I can't speak for you. That's what we're gonna. That's what we're gonna get to today, and so it is called Kill the Bottle Podcast. I'm going a little bit of a different route today because my liver looks back at me with the face of anger, just needs a break. So I am drinking some Olipop. Olipop is this like pro and prebiotic soda, but the miracle of this is it actually has me drinking a root beer flavor because I kind of hate root beer. But this one is tolerable. It's not terrible, kind of like your Fireball. It's just not terrible. So that's what I'm drinking today. What are you drinking, Megan?
Vodka soda?
Exactly the pre and probiotic you needed for your day.
I should probably take a break from it. But summer.
The pre and probiotics.
But it's summer.
It is summer. It is summer.
I don't know what fucking day it is anymore.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. Why do my cheeks look so... I look like a chipmunk.
It could be too much of that vodka soda just finally making your face swell. It could be that.
Weird.
That might be it. You do not look like a chipmunk, Megan. You look like Megan. So
it's the headphones. I look
we need to upload this video just so you can see the what's going on here, because Megan just looks like Megan, but for some reason, maybe your camera's like a funhouse mirror right now.
That's what it feels like. It feels like this is skinny and then this is big. Whoop, whoop. Oh, well.
On that note, so before we took our break, there was a lot happening in your world relationship-wise, and I just want to get to it because I haven't spoken about this with you privately just because I want to get to it. And I've seen you a few times. And have not spoken to you. So what's going on here? Talk to me.
I just like to collect red flags, I think, and that's what I do. I love a good challenge, if you will.
Oh, so you don't have a dog anymore, so you're like, I can save this one.
Yes.
That kind of thing?
Yeah, I'm just going to save each man one by one and make them realize that I'm the best thing in the world and then leave them. And they're never going to find better and then ruin their lives. That's what's going to happen.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then they lose other teeth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that basically what?
This is fucking insane. But everything that's happened, to sum it up quickly, I went on my big trip. I went to Arizona and I went to Colorado and worked and wanted to get home and seeing this guy, and we made it official, and we going steady, boyfriend, girlfriend. And
you did?
Yeah, like before the trip.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, all right, let's do this. Distance makes the heart grow fonder, you think. Well, turns out he made out with some girl at the bar I frequent in front of like all of my friends. And lied about it. It did
make the heart grow fonder, just for another, for someone else.
And I was, when I came back, he picked me up in my car that he cleaned and got, detailed, which was really sweet. So I was really excited, and we got together and hung out that day and that night, and we had like the perfect day, the perfect night. And then the next day he goes to work and I go hang out with my friends at the bar I hang out at, and they were all being very strange, and they finally broke it to me, and I was like, that son of a bitch. So what did I do? I took him back because he said, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I'm not ever going to do that again. I'm an idiot. And then, oh God, he's on strike 3. Strike 2 comes along and he gets wasted and calls me weak. He says I'm a weak woman. And he says that he wants a girl that could take some punches. And
I've seen you lift things.
I know. And I've taken some punches before. I think there's a man in Colorado who's still in jail for it. But anyway, it's a late night. We go to bed. He said horrible things. I wake up the next day. And he's like searching on the floor for something. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he wouldn't answer me. So I go back to bed. And then in an hour,
if I'm laughing.
He's up again.
I'm not trying to laugh at your... This is shit that only happens to you. All right. Sorry, Megan. I'm so sorry. I couldn't contain myself. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Yeah. I'm quiet. I'll stay quiet.
He's up again looking. And I was like, will you tell me what the fuck you're doing? And he finally pouts and decides to tell me now that, he had a tooth problem when he was a child and has a fake tooth that he wears. And again, not a big deal, just like the age, not a big deal.
That's not a big deal.
But maybe something that could have come up in a conversation when I'm going, tell me something I don't know. That conversation we've had a million times and not once did he bring it up and it's been 3 months.
So, did you get to see what the tooth looks like? Because I'm very curious about this.
I didn't want to look.
Is it like, because I had a friend of mine who was injured in like a water slide when we were teenagers, and he lost a few teeth because he hit his head on a water slide at a water park in Florida, and he had these like an implant. And this implant for a tooth, sorry, not a breast implant. So he had a tooth implant, and it was like this really wild thing that would mold on the inside of his mouth. And I'm just thinking to myself as an observer now, Megan, because maybe technology's changed because this was 20 years ago. There's no way you could make out with my friend, I'm assuming, and not notice that there's some fucking weird shit going on in his like upper mouth where, you know what I mean? What's holding in his like tooth.
Yeah, so, I didn't notice. I haven't noticed. Maybe I'm not a big like tongue invader, if you will. My dad's a dentist, so sometimes I'm not always into mouths. But I just the humiliation and alone of, and then me reminding him of all the horrible things he said to me the night before, and then him sitting there without his tooth. I said, I'm gonna go. And that's when I waymo ashamed home, shamo, if you will. And
I saw your shamo video.
Yeah. The problem is, this is the funny problem. And this is the end of the story. I have to go to a wedding tomorrow, and I invited this guy to be my guest at the wedding, and I got a text a couple weeks ago that...
By this guy, you're referring to this particular guy or another guy?
This particular guy. And
okay, got it.
I got a text a few weeks ago from the groom that said, if he doesn't show or you don't bring him, are you willing to pay the $130 for his food?
Wow.
And I was like, well, he's going to come, but whatever. That's a weird thing to ask. I mean, I had my wedding was $120 a plate, and we had a whole family of 5 have to back out. We didn't charge them for it, So I'm sitting here like, I got to bring him. The cost
of eggs, Megan.
I got to bring him to this wedding, or I got to find someone that is an actor that's going to be called it by his name. I'm bringing him to the wedding. End of story, and it's tomorrow, and then we will discuss. We will discuss what the future is, because I don't think there is one. Clearly, but I have no idea what I'm doing. No one takes dating advice from me. In fact, the people who in the wedding party asked me to write, marriage advice jokes and stuff for them. And I was like, there's no way I should ever be doing that ever. Yeah. So I'm not doing that. That's it.
You should make him not wear the tooth to the wedding. I think that should be like, his tooth should just go missing like the Epstein files.
How did I not essentially know?
What should happen?
This is the thing. I'm done with the secrets. And the last week has been very much so of him calming down around me, him saying like he realizes he's hit the top with me, and he's like, this is it for me. You're it for me. I'm not going to find anybody better than you. And all those words. But Megan,
when you start dating people, I'm not one to sit there and give people advice, but I care about you, and you know this. When you start dating people, and normally this is a conversation I would have off the show, but I'm not taking too deep of a dive here. But I'm just saying, when you start dating people, you see the best of them. The best version of them is what you meet within the first few, call it the honeymoon phase. So
I go the opposite.
How does this get better is what I'm curious about.
No.
You know what I'm waiting for? I am waiting for this, and I'm sure you would come up with this on your own, but I just want you to have this just like ready to go. So when you do catch him in a lie, tell him he's lying through his tooth. Just please. For like, if you care at all about me,
that's so good.
Your dear friend, tell him he is lying through his tooth.
That is so good, and I feel bad because I don't want to embarrass him, but I mean, this is what I do for a living, and he knows
him making out with somebody else at the bar with your friends around is embarrassing to you.
Yeah, it was so humiliating.
You're
going
to do this in private, even though I just said it on the air. You're going to do this in private.
I'll let you guys know, but I go the opposite route. I see the worst in people the first few weeks, and then it gets better because they realize they're being dumb shits,
all of those.
Shits. So we'll see.
Speaking of getting caught, this happened. This wasn't on my list of stuff to talk about today, but it's fucking bonkers. So tell me if you saw this. If not, I'm going to tell you for the first time, and I'll send it to you on Instagram. So Coldplay has a concert. They're on tour right now, and I don't know what city they're in, but they're somewhere in North America. And you know how like they have like the kiss cam at the sporting events?
Yeah.
So there's a song playing and they're doing like a kiss cam. And they show like, some people, whatever, and the camera just locks in now on a guy with his arm around like a guy and a girl, and they're standing in tandem. So their back, his face is to her back, she's in front of him, and he has his arm around her, and they're like
standing spooning.
Standing spooning, thank you. Perfect. Standing spooning. And, they're probably, like, mouthing lyrics. All of a sudden, they see they're on camera, and they fucking, like, turn in other directions, like, start covering their face, blah, blah, blah. And Chris Martin from Coldplay, brilliantly, without just, like, nonchalantly, he's like, well, you're either very shy or having an affair. And they were having an affair. And it's the CEO of a company called Astronomer. Which is some huge company, and from what I have understood, I may have her position wrong, no pun intended. She's like the head of like HR for his company, and they're both married. Both married, and I have not verified if they're both married, but that's just everything I kept on seeing. And this is on the spot. And guess what? Fuck it. If you're trying to believe us as a news source, you're an idiot. So no, we're not MSNBC. Anyway, we get stuff wrong sometimes, but I think that's the deal. So I had to like put that.
See, I hear shit like that, and I don't feel so bad, and like
you imagine.
I'm just old now, and I'm just feeling like, thank God, like he got it out of the way now, and we weren't like in love or married, and he cheated on me, and it was just making out, and we get drunk, and I understand stuff. There is no excuse for it, but it just didn't hurt me like it used to. I'm just like, whatever, man.
I think the big mistake you made, Megan, was making it official before you went on your trip. You should have just gone on your trip and partied and made out with a bunch of dudes, and then you would have probably been it could have brought you some clarity in the sense of like, oh, do I want to, am I looking forward to going back to this guy, or am I having fun here, hanging out in Arizona or whatever as a single lady? So anyway.
I agree. Well, that's that. How about you? Because you've been out of town, and then you're going out of town again.
Yeah, sorry. I have been out of town. I was visiting, one of the rums that we've had on the show quite a few times, and we've talked about, and I've talked about, and Megan has enjoyed sipping and whatever. We drank is a rum called Santa Teresa. It is from Venezuela, and I was granted permission to go and visit the distillery. So I went to Venezuela and visited the Santa Teresa distillery, and I learned about the whole process of making Santa Teresa rum, and anyway, just a bunch of the like really cool stuff that they do at this particular distillery, and all of the things they've done for their community. And I'm not going to take a deep dive into all of that, but it was definitely a very moving and eye-opening experience. Just a great. I don't agree with what's going on in that country politically, but I met so many lovely, lovely people that, that live there, and that's their day-to-day. But I was in Venezuela, and then I went to a place off the coast of Venezuela called Los Roques. And Los Roques is probably one of, at least in the Caribbean, the most beautiful beach that I've been to. I've never been to Varadero in Cuba, which is arguably supposed to be like one of the nicest beaches in the world, but I haven't been there. So in the Caribbean that I've been to, Los Roques is definitely the most beautiful place. It's an archipelago. I think it's like 300 and something little islands. The only way to get there is by boat or by plane. and it was incredible. So I don't know. I travel a lot, but Megan, man, sometimes I don't get a break. I don't get a moment to kind of like disconnect. And even though this was a quote unquote work trip, I felt the beauty of being able to just disconnect for, even if it was just like an hour on that beach. And I don't get a lot of that. And that's on me. You know, you and I are very, very like workaholic kind of people, and we're always busy and there's always something going on. So it was nice to get to do that. And then, yes, next week I am leaving to my vacation. So I'm going to go see Oasis at Wembley Stadium in London. I'm a big fan of Oasis since I was in high school. And I'm going to Spain, and then my first time to Bordeaux. So I will have some really, really great stories about visiting wineries, and I'm going to make sure that I share all of that on social. And speaking of going to Spain, I'm going to Barcelona, and for those of you who listened to the episode of our show with Chef Albert Adria, which was the only episode that I had to do in Spanish because Albert doesn't speak much English, I am going to his restaurant, Enigma, in Barcelona, which is one of the greatest restaurants in the world. And I am beyond excited. I'm so excited that I'm going there on a fucking Monday night, Megan. Who goes to like a 30-course meal on a Monday night?
Who does the 30-course meal on a Monday night? No restaurants. No places.
No, I don't even remember where they're ranked, but they're just one of the top restaurants in the world. And if you're listening to this episode, just give it a little Google. Look up Enigma in Barcelona, and it is inside. It's aesthetically just beautiful. It looks like you're floating in clouds inside the restaurant. It's so cool. So
we went to go see Ty.
Oh, that's right. We sure did. Another former guest of the show from last season, Ty Taylor, performed over at Harvell's in Santa Monica. And Megan went all like white girl yelling at the band in a good way. But she got that like loud, like, woo, yeah, you go. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? In a place that wasn't very loud. Yeah. Megan was like,
I am loud.
You can hear me.
You know what's crazy? He did such a great job, but I didn't tell you this. So a couple days later, this was down in Santa Monica. Ty always feels like he's far away from me, but I realize he lives close to me. He's a silent partner in a bar that just opened over here. I found out because I went to this bar just for one night to see what it's about. It's like old school arcade. They had karaoke that night. And he was fucking there.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So we took pictures and I sang karaoke and we hung out and so did he. And I was just like, this is crazy. I just saw you. So that was cute. He met the boyfriend,
that's awesome.
The man friend.
He what?
He met the man.
He met the man friend?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I know.
Did he give you a look? I'm going to sidebar with him. I'm going to call him and go, yo, what'd you think?
What'd you think?
Did you?
I was like,
Ty,
I told
Ty,
the man.
What'd you think, bro?
I told the man friend, be quiet. Don't talk. Don't speak.
It turned into a No Doubt song.
Don't speak. Don't say anything. I told him the same thing for the wedding. I also said, if you're on your last strike, I said, do not embarrass me at this wedding. And I said, but if you do, go really hard so everyone feels really bad for me. Okay.
You just gotta have code with him. You gotta tell him DFU. Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up. That's all. You should see my text.
That's all you gotta do.
That's all I'm telling him. Don't fuck it up. If you're happy, don't fuck it up. Because he's literally on the last straw. He's past the last straw. The straw is broken. The camel's back. I am holding on to the camel's hump with both hands.
And we're definitely going to have Ty back on the show. He's been very animate about saying how much fun he had with us, and he just wants to come back and talk shit. So Ty is definitely going to become a staple here on Kill the Bottle. Also, oh shit, I totally lost my train of thought. What the fuck was I just wanted to give an update on my dad because people have been asking me on social. So when I went on that trip to Santa Teresa, I did an extended layover in Miami to see my father, and then after the trip, I went and I saw my father again, and we did some adjustments on his meds. And my dad still has Alzheimer's and dementia, so that didn't go. But
yeah, that's not going.
He is, one of the challenges, and for anybody who has to deal with this or potentially will deal with this in the future, is something called sundowning. And what that means is they lose track of time, meaning they don't know if it's 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. So they can wake up from a nap, think it's 6 a.m. and know it's 6 p.m. So my dad was having a lot of that. And then he was having trouble sleeping through the night, which would, when you're taking care of somebody, so his caretakers, and they're not getting any sleep. It's kind of like, like Hell Week for a Navy SEAL, like that you start to, lose it. And thankfully, these wonderful people that take care of my dad were able to keep it together. But once we adjusted these meds, my dad is sleeping much better. And he's able to go to bed after dinner. But one thing that he is doing right now that I think is just it's the cutest thing in the world is I get a phone call now almost every day, not every day, around 5 o'clock, so 8 o'clock Miami time. And it's my dad trying to call me and my brother through his caretaker because he wants to say goodnight to both of us every day. Mm-hmm. So it is the cutest thing in the world that my dad wants to say goodnight to us. And then he argues with my brother in the morning to not call me. Because my dad wants to call me, and my brother's like, Dad, it's 6:30 in the morning in LA. Can you not call him at this time? Anyway, so with all this, my dad is still being very cute.
Well,
so
that's the calling at the same time every day might be a good way to make sure he is aware of the time or help him a little bit.
You're right. I didn't think of it that way, but yeah, 100% right. That might be
a timer or something that reminds him, it's nighttime, time to call. I don't know, something.
Yeah. No, and it is you're right. That's a really good thing because we're trying to make it a habit. But if at the end of the day, if he falls asleep right after dinner, let him sleep.
Yeah, routines.
But his routine is when they tell him, I think now something triggers him, and when they tell him, "Oh, it's time to go to bed, Tony," it's my dad's name, or they call him Antonio, which is just funny that they'll call my dad by his full name like they're his parents. Antonio, it's just funny. So I've never nobody's ever called my dad Antonio in front of me. It's just it's the weirdest thing. And then he wants to call us and talk to us. So. But my dad did have this is one really funny, super annoying thing that my dad is doing. My dad has been very vigorously bothering me to go to college because in his mind, I swear to you, I'm like, Dad, I'm 46 years old. I'm doing fine. I'm good. I do not need, no, but you never know for your backup plan. And I'm like, Dad, I am at this point, my backup plan is to die.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Death is the plan. Death is the backup plan.
Death is the backup plan. Have you seen how much booze is behind me? I could probably trade all of this booze for financial favors.
Your backup plan.
That's right. That's my backup
behind
plan.
You. It's your behind you plan.
So he has been just beyond on top of it, driving me nuts about it. I go, Bobby, I haven't been in school in over 20 years. Chill. Mm-hmm. And remember when I quit school to do a TV show, Dad? Do you remember? It's nope. No, I don't remember that. I'm like, well, I did okay. I mean, I was like, guess what? And I have no student debt.
Yay! For fuck you.
That is probably I saw another video today, Megan. I don't know if you've seen these pop up on your algorithm, but this cute, I don't know, must have been Eastern European girl, and she's shooting a video of herself, and she's self-deporting with $200,000 in student debt and $20,000 in credit.
Yep. Bye. And once I pay off a couple credit cards, that might be me.
You might self-deport.
I mean, the government's keeping me alive right now because I owe them so much money. So I don't know. If I go,
that'd be so funny.
If I go, there's no one to pay it.
We need to keep her on life support. Mm-hmm. Somebody's got to pay this debt.
I owe, and I have no children for it to go to. My debt goes to nobody. So they're keeping me alive. They can't rely on anybody else for this. I have no husband. So joke's on you. Okay, hot take on this because wedding talk is coming. I haven't been to a wedding in years. Probably the last good one I went to was my wedding, and actually, it was the last one I probably went to. Was my wedding. And it was a really good wedding. Hot take on this, because I absolutely disagree with this. I got an email about the wedding. They're doing a money dance. Have you heard of these?
The fuck is a money dance?
It's when they do, you pay money in 2 jars to dance with the bride or the groom, which is already awkward in itself for me. And then that money goes back to them. They either for a honeymoon or paying I don't know what it goes to. I would never ask for money at my wedding. But you pay, and then whoever gets the most money in the jar, gets to put the cake in the other one's face. It's just, I just find it, and God, I hope my friends don't listen to this because I'm happy for them. I love them. I'm glad they're getting married. This is exciting.
Yeah.
But what are we doing? I have to pay back a meal. I have to now pay to dance with you. I'm just going to put money in the jar and not dance with them because that's awkward. Right?
And
who do I like more?
This is this is the dumb gender reveal ceremony of it's like so stupid. First of all, this hot take on gender reveals, fucking nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Except maybe, the parents and maybe your brother, sister, your siblings, maybe, and they don't really give a shit either.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
That's just another person they're going to have to give gifts to. So nobody fucking cares.
Yes.
Stop
it, guys.
Anyway,
stop.
Just stop. Stop with all the self-importance bullshit.
And that's the thing, too.
If there was social media, if there was no social media, would there be these stupid gender reveals?
Probably not.
Right? Nobody would give a fuck. Anyway, on the wedding aspect of it, that is the most asinine, fucking stupid shit I've ever heard.
Wow.
And your friends who are listening that don't know me, I don't care.
I'm sorry.
I think it's ridiculous.
I've been the few that they've done this.
How about this? How about just ask people to vote instead of asking for more fucking money?
I mean,
how about that? You're already gonna give them a wedding present,
right?
You're all right.
Jeez. Here's the deal, too.
Fuck.
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree.
Irritating.
But here's the deal, you guys. I've been married before. I was lucky to have a beautiful wedding. It went off without a hitch. The only problem is I didn't want to be there as the bride, but. If you can't afford a wedding, and I'm looking at myself now, if I got married again, which it probably wouldn't happen, if I did it's just go have a simple backyard party. Just go find a backyard with all the frills and all the bullshit that happens. It's just not worth it. It's just go have a nice, fun party with your friends, dance the night away. There's so many options that are cheap, so you don't have to fucking do this. I mean, I went on the bachelorette party with this shit too, and it was all about money. They sent us a spreadsheet with our expenses and charged me $100 for bottle service that I had no part in, and it's just
wait a second. I don't believe that for a second. You didn't partake at all in anything from a bottle that was brought.
It was 12:30. I just got off the plane.
Oh, it's just because you weren't there yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. If I was there, I would have drank the whole fucking bottle, paid the whole $1,100.
I'm like, the show's called Kill the Bottle, Megan.
Yeah,
come on, we know you.
It wasn't, and I'm so sick of it. And I was at the bar. Speaking of gender reveals, too, I was at a bar yesterday before my kickball game, and a couple came up with their baby and sat at the bar for a while with this baby that's crying, and they just are doting over it. And ooh, would it be funny if we gave the baby a shot of water and blah, blah. I'm like, this is a bar. This is a bar. And no, your kid is not cute. Get the fuck away from me. I didn't come here to hang out with children.
We go to bars to be away from your children.
Yeah.
We don't.
Your baby's not cute. It's not cute.
It's our one safe space.
Stop.
It's our one safe space.
God, I'm so over people being so self-aggrandized. I'm so awesome. This is so awesome. My baby's so awesome. My wedding's so awesome. Just stop.
No.
Be humble.
No, they're not.
Be humble. No. That's my pedestal. I'm getting.
No. Well, I've the older I get, the less patience I have for any dumb fuckery.
I don't.
And just BS.
I'm not doing another wedding again. I'm not doing another bachelorette party again. When did the bachelorette parties become a 3-day fucking cock fest? Why are we doing that? Can we just have
fest?
Yeah, there was
what do you mean?
Dicks everywhere. Dick cookies, dick birthday cakes, dick.
Oh,
fucking
okay. I'm
cocks.
like, what? That I'm so confused.
Cock fest. Strip club.
Okay.
Dicks. Stop. Can we not just go have a bridal shower or a little get together at a club one night? It's people really thinking they're super important, and I can't stand it anymore. I really can't. So maybe I'm getting old. I mean, you guys can chime in online. Let us know. Maybe we're old. Grumpy. We were grumpy
old men.
The guy who's
10 years older than you's over.
Yeah, but I'm the one reading the newspaper at the bar, wanting this kid just to fucking die. That's horrible. I don't want them to die. I just want them to go away. But the bartender's even like, "Is that a newspaper?" I'm like, "Yeah," and she's like, "I haven't seen. I've never seen those." I'm an 80-year-old grumpy man.
Two wonderful LA restaurants. Actually, hold on. I'm going to dive to it just really quickly before we go. A couple places that I've gone to in the last few weeks that I just want to share. If you're in Miami, Shiso in Wynwood, Really, really great meal. Oh my gosh, the oxtail udon is straight fire. The cocktails are fire. Niño Gordo in Wynwood as well. Cute little speakeasy in the back, which the name is, I can't remember the name right now, but it was really great. Another fun spot. And then in Miami, last one that I went to that I really enjoyed was Barcelona Wine Bar. And that's also in Wynwood. But they made me the worst daiquiri I've ever had in my entire life.
I always
Megan,
like finding the worst.
And I love this place. And I like this place. Their wine list is great. I probably would not order another cocktail at this place. So I'll tell you real quick. I go to order a daiquiri. I see one of the rums that I work with on the back shelf. And I'm like, hey, can I have a Havana Club daiquiri? The bartender looks at me and says, we don't have a blender. So that right there is them's his fighting words. Because, a daiquiri is a shaken cocktail. It's,
you
don't
need a blender. You don't need a blender.
Three fucking ingredients. It's rum, lime, and simple syrup.
We're not on a cheap cruise.
Yeah. But I said it's neither here nor there. I go, no, can I have a shaken daiquiri? And then I graciously give her my build. So I'm like, 2 rum, 3/4 simple, 1/4 lime. That's the way that I like my daiquiri. She goes and grabs a different rum, some shitty plastic bottle rum out of the well, and starts making. I go, that's not the rum I asked for. Please.
Oh no,
Megan! It got to a point where I was like, I'm gonna just like jump over the bar and grab them by the collar and be like, just listen, please. I'm trying to help you. I'm like, are you trying to just make me not nice? Because I'm like so compassionate to bartenders and people working in restaurants because I know how hard it is. But for fuck's sake, man, I'm trying with a smile on my face to help you. And then fast forward, they're like, oh, the bar manager is gonna make a drink. So the bar manager proceeds to make one.
Oh no.
And it is almost as bad as the first one, Megan.
Oh no.
And then the wash line, which, guys, the wash line is how far the liquid goes up to the glass. So depending on the glassware you use, this was a coupe glass, which is what you would serve a shaken daiquiri in. You want the wash line to go kind of, close to where your lips are going to touch the glass. That was like 1.5 centimeters below. It was like it looked like somebody drank half my drink and put it down and then they served it to me. And I was like, all right, Barcelona Wine Bar, I'm going to talk about how good your wine program is, but for fuck's sake, your cocktails are so fucked. But anyway, and then 2 places in Pasadena. Oh, sorry, a place I went to in Pasadena last week. It's called Cannonball. Bravo. Holy shit. In South Pasadena, right by the famous Michael Myers house from the movie Halloween. Like the Michael Myers house from the movie is in South Pasadena, and around the corner from that house is this restaurant called Cannonball. Megan, we gotta go. It's so fucking good. Like, give it a Google search when we get off the air. I went on a whim, just 'cause I heard it was good, and I was like, woo, this place is legit. Spectacular biscuits, I had it as an appetizer, which is random, but anyway, delicious. And then last but not least, RVR in Venice. It's pronounced river, and it's an izakaya, so Japanese
I walked
style.
by it yesterday, and I was looking it up. How was it?
I will be going there tonight in a few hours because, yes, my friend works behind the bar there, but I had a meal there a couple of months ago. They're relatively new, and holy crap, it is so freaking good. RVR, it's on Abercrombie in Venice Beach. Make a reservation. Don't just show up because there's a line out the door kind of every night.
They're slammed. That's why I looked it up yesterday. They're slimed. Yeah. They're slammed.
They're slime. Whatever.
They're slimed.
Anyway,
but we need to go to that. We'll not talk about it now, but we're going to that restaurant with that chef I went on a date with, who is a really nice guy, and we weren't meant for each other. But he opened a restaurant near you, and we should go try it. Yes, he had all his teeth. He's very kind. He opened a restaurant. He quit Salty Girl and opened this restaurant. And it's supposed to be fantastic. So we should do that and have him on soon.
We are definitely going to do both of those things. But that is it. This is our catch-up show. We wanted to let you guys know what's going on. So Kill the Bottle Podcast, please like, rate, review, save. Megan, what is that diagram that is up on the wall behind you? It looks like a stomach. What is that? Sorry.
Where? This?
Up on the wall? Yes. What is that?
Or this?
No. The picture that's on the wall with all the the news article.
That's the LA news article I wrote. It's a heart.
Yeah, but what's the picture of?
It's
a heart. Okay, sorry.
It's fitting. It's a heart with red flags going right through it. Oh my God, I didn't even notice. Look, it's a heart with a red flag. going right fucking through it.
Sorry, as I'm here trying to do the outro, I'm looking at that, and it looks like one of those diagrams from like a Pepto-Bismol commercial. From here, it's like that's gonna start get coated in pink.
That should be my
logo,
bro.
That should totally be your logo.
There's a bird that's like
get that
falling.
tattooed on you,
and a red flag going straight through it. Oh, you guys have to get the video to see it.
Thank you for all of the love on the social media posts lately. We really appreciate it. So anyway, like, rate, review, and see you next week. Kill the Bottle Podcast. Check it out.